Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. More and more pressure on the ball here. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Rafinha, and it's Vitinha. And here's He'll try from distance! It's hit the uprights. Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Looking for a runner. It's a promising position. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So what can they make of this? He's had it taken off him. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Vardy. Now it's Yildiz. Shot, surely! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Lazio with the corner, they're first. Yildiz with the short one. Has to go back here. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's managed to get free. Doué will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Olise. Olise purring through the gears.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And Vardy! So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Out towards the flank. Now that's well seen too. That's really well manoeuvred. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Rafinha. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Lazio are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Pass somewhat off target. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, great run, magical. Oh, that's nice. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Olise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he's worked it through. That is lovely. He has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Vitinha, Semenyo, threads one in. That ball looks a good one. Tries one from range. Oh, screamer! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And Lazio score first. He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on them, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Lazio have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Lazio are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Yildiz ready to try one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Yildiz. Mazraoui. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. He has a look up, and Vardy! Quality ball. Now he's off and running. And the counter is on. And it's Balde. Matheus Cunha is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Mazraoui. That's Vieira. Toure does well to get it back.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first half thoughts?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Lazio can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Toure spots it and intercepts. Vitinha. And he's had it nicked away. Semenyo has got himself a free kick. Carvajal is looking to influence the game from out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Yildiz. Yildiz has it out wide and in space. And he's gone backward. Vitinha! Off the post. Nearly, but not quite. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Now that's a fine challenge. And they've got a throw. Oh, easy pickings there. Great chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now, that looks a decent ball. Matheus Cunha, real chance here. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Real chance! Superb from Doué! A finish right from the top draw. They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, that once he controlled it on his chest, the follow-up was going to be good, and that was special.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, good effort! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Yildiz. Ganso simply refused to be outdone there. Let's Doué. Valde. Matheus Cunha is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's been played through. Well, they could break here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Lazio need to make something happen here. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Knocks it out wide. And it's Vitinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, this is intriguing. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Ganso. Steaming on. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
And that was asking for too much. Oh, can he get onto this? Just eases him off the ball. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Driving forward. Stood up well to him there. Vardy. Driving. And Vardy! Oh, it's come off the upright. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Lazio really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Oh, that's a key interception. Doué. Ganso. Doué.
Bragantino can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mazraoui. Now it's Vardy. And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Lazio just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Begley.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And here's Rafinha. That pass isn't the best.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Yeah. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Space for him to turn and look. And he's had it nicked away. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Rafinha. Yildiz. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Doué. Oh, what's he done? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Rafinha. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Matheus Cunha. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vitinha. He's a sharp little ball here. Doué picks it up out wide, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Great defending, strong and determined. And beyond the defence. He's in, must be! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. And here's Rafinha. Mazraoui. Doué has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. That's good vision. Chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Lazio are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Rafinha is onto this. Rafinha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Doué, and it's made its way to him. Ganso! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tries to play it through. Carvajal is looking to influence the game from out wide. It's a promising position. This looks promising. Oh, it's yielded. He'll try from distance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Lazio with the corner, they're first. Yildiz plays it short. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. Oh, important interception. Mosquera. Now Mazraoui. And it's Mazraoui. And here's Elise.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Now it's Rafinha. Well, that looks a decent ball. Not where it came from. Cross needs to be good. Provedel claims it without any. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So neither side has found a way through yet.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Oh, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So straight into the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Demiral can clear it away. Ganso. Semenyo, not the most accurate pass.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
A heavy challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, he's been caught napping. A corner it is then. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Lovely bit of skill. Yildiz, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Now, can they get him away? Elise. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. Vardy has the space to scheme. Oh, right place, right time. Lazio have their second corner now. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. Almost an hour gone. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Couldn't squeeze it through. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on it.
Great chance! That's another chance! And yes, it's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Lazio have penetrated for the first time.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Knocks it out wide. Yildiz. Oh, there's the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And he's decided to go for it. Carvajal. And it's Yaya Toure. Cucurella crosses. And he shoots! In he goes again! And that's a tiny finish! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Lazio are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Olise. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's going for goal! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Ganso. Nice bit of trickery. He has found the way through. He's had a shot! Tries to pass it through. Now it's Vitinha. Cucurella. Looking for options for movement. And a chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Yildiz is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Vardy. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Bragantino are looking to go forward now. They get a throw in. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Vitinha. Semenyo. 2 minutes to be added on. Is there any support? He might not need it. Short changes him. Good effort from distance. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Rafinha claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now the breakaway. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yildiz. That's good running with the ball. Yildiz. Showing great feet there. Brown has it out wide and in space. Balde can get it clear. Doué. Vieira. Rao. Yildiz. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Yildiz. Yildiz! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And here's Yildiz. Chance for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yildiz clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He is through here. Balde venturing down the left. Pulls it back. Gomez with the clearance. Balde with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Vardy. Now it's Doué. Cunha getting forward. Tries to pass it through. It's a goal kick. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. No goals as yet. Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack, and it's Vitinha. Oh, that's superb. And they're back on the ball again. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gomez cuts it out. Mazraoui. That's Ganso. And it's Vieira. Matheus, he's going for goal! Magnificent from Matheus Cunha! He's got himself an absolute peach. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Bragantino have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Matheus Cunha. Shot could be on. Oh, it's Yildiz. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Olise is onto this. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Mazraoui. Cunha gets into a good position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Yildiz. Pavard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yeah, plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Mazraoui. Mathias Cunha. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Lazio currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So off we go again.
Lazio can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Ball's gone out of play. Played over towards the opposite flank. Semenyo looking for options for movement. And he's taking no chances there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Raum. What's going wide left? Vardy. This might change the shoot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's a quick one. Rafinha. And it's Yaya Toure.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Vardy showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That has not gone well. Yildiz is a player. Chance! And yes, it's there! Lazio back on level terms. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class.
Shot a goal! And no mistake. Into the lead once more. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yildiz. Aimed beyond the defence. Yildiz. And it's made its way to him. Oh, good fly! Off the post. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Mazraoui. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mathias Cunha!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Carvajal. Semenyo quietly revving up. Carvajal. Semenyo. He won't be happy with that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Lazio really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Olise! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
No, he's not getting past him there. And here's Semenyo. Now there's a fine ball. Rafinha going face-to-face with his great rival.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's got away.
Might want to be careful there.
The ball has bounced loose now. Lovely feet. Balde has been caught there. It's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 8.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Matheus Cunha goes for goal! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Lint calmly anticipates.
Lazio really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
No way through. Yildiz. Oh, easy pickings there. Jones. 2 minutes to be added on. Mazraoui. He has found a way through. Now it's Dani Ceballos. He's in a great position here. Looking for the run. Not the most accurate pass. And it's come back to the keeper. That's the end. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the game plan for me just looked
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Doué. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a loose ball. And it's Doué. That's really well manoeuvred. Looking to play him in. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Carvajal, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Oh, just the keeper now, and the shot! Goal!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay onside, Peter. That was really clever.
Lazio are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Valde. He is through here. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Vardy. Vardy has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Lazio are really in a position where patience and...
He's having a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Bragantino have the chance to go the other way. And he's had it nicked away. Demiral is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. It's a really well-measured ball. Rafinha. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Carvajal gets across to intercept that.
Lazio are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Semenyo. Carvajal. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good spell of possession. Yildiz! Trustmark comes to the rescue. Doué proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he's picked it up out wide. Doué. Bragantino are looking to break at pace. He's picked his way through. Demiral with the slide tackle there.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Yaya Toure. He won't be happy with that one. Pavard. And he skips past his man.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's a decent clearance. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Shapes to shoot! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Vitinha making good progress on the right-hand side. And it's Cucurella. Half-time getting close now. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise.
Goes for a shot! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Vitinha showing great feet there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And here's Rafinha. Vitinha. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Matheus Cunha. And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Lazio trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Vitinha. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Real chance! And the ball's come loose here. Foot in. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Yildiz. Semenyo. He is just caressing the ball. Matheus Cunha is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Yildiz. Cucurella. Lofted it. Impressive jump. No, not the best of headers. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Tries one from range!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Cucurella. Semenyo looking to be a menace in the final third. Vitinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Lazio really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's made its way to him. They've got a corner here.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Olise goes short. Oh, that's neat. Lazio are looking to go forward now. And here's Doué. That looks a cracking ball. Now it's Olise. Oh, he's been flattened there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he puts shot at goal! Now he's off and running. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Pavlovic with a fine tackle. That's a lovely, neat pass. Balde. Played into space. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now, can they get him away? That's good vision. Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Yildiz. Cucurella. This is a promising build-up. He's going for goal! And that could have brought them level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
And that's a good ball. And Yaya Toure! And no mistake. Lazio back on level terms. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yaya Toure demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Lazio restore parity.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Sostituzione per la Lazio.
Lazio have their third corner.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 13.
They've played it short.
Attenzione.
And here's Rafinha in towards the back stick. And they've managed to get rid. And it's Cucurella driven in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Yaya Toure. Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Rafinha receives it in a good position here. Vieira.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So here we go then. Extra time is coming up. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Lazio displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Buonanotte. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
So their fourth corner of the game, Rafinha plays it short. And here's Rafinha. And it's Vitinha. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's been shifted off it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Rafinha. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Toure kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now, what about a counter-attack? Omar Mascarell. Jones. Not the most accurate pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
This looks promising. And this is Isco, played out wide. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
He has found the way through. Oh, that's nice. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So that was it, the first period of extra time. So neither side able to conjure up a telling moment, and we are where we are. This is the last chance to win it. Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Now the ball's gone astray. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
That has not gone well. Olise. Goes looking wide. Jones receives it in a wide position. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, this could be a chance. Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And it's Vieira. Jones, well read, and the danger is averted. Deftly away. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Vardy. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Matheus Cunha, looking for options for movement. He's found some space. And the shot! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Bragantino now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially and that is it, a real high-octane conclusion. Lazio perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Lazio, absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Omar.